welcome to your practice. This is a 15-minute flow for hikers and also just a great restorative practice. We're going to begin sitting on the heels, coming into a toe stretch. So tucking the toes under, you can manually untuck the pinky toe with your fingers. And this is a pretty intense stretch, so feel free to come down whenever you need to. Just taking a few deep breaths here, allowing all the fascia in the feet to release. When you're ready, releasing the toes. We're going to come into a few triceps stretches. So on an inhale, arms will rise above the head. And as you exhale, bend the left elbow, clasping it with your right hand. Breathe here. On your next inhale, arms will rise back to center, and right elbow bends, clasping it with your left hand. We'll inhale back to center, and exhale, hands will come behind the back, clasping fingertips. As we'll come into a shoulder stretch, so opening up the chest, gaze will lift up. Breathing here. And your next exhale will release that, coming into tabletop pose. So shoulders stacked above the wrists and hips stacked above the knees. Neutral spine, our core is engaged. Coming into a few rounds of cat-cow, we'll inhale, tailbone lifts, gaze lifts, chest forward, and exhale, tucking the tailbone under, belly to spine as we tuck the chin into the chest. We'll run through a few rounds of these on your own. Inhaling for cow, and exhaling for cat pose. When you're ready, you'll walk the hands just a handprint in front of you, tuck the toes under and send the hips up towards the sky for a down dog. Pedaling out the feet, bending one knee and then the other. And you can bend your knees as much as you need to here, feeling the stretch in the back side body. Breathing deep. It's okay if your heels don't touch the ground. On your next inhale, you'll slowly bring the gaze forward and take baby steps up towards the top of your mat, coming into a forward fold. Relaxing the head and relaxing the neck, making sure there's no tension here, so shaking the head a little yes, a little no. Our feet are about hip width distance apart. And we're going to come into a ragdoll pose, so clasping opposite elbows with the hands, swaying a little side to side, maybe front to back. On your next inhale, we'll come into a halfway lift. So engaging the core, hands can come to the shins, knees, or thighs. We're finding length in the spine and the neck. We'll exhale, come back into that forward fold, and one more time, inhale, half lift. And as you exhale, plant the hands down, step the right toes back, option to drop the back knee, making sure our left knee is stacked over the left ankle. We'll inhale, gaze forward, chest forward. Pull the left hip crease back as you feel the stretch in the front of the right hip. On your next inhale, we'll squeeze the inner thigh bones towards each other, and hands will come to the left thigh. On your next inhale, arms will rise above the head, and as you exhale, bend the elbows, coming into cactus arms, opening up the chest, gaze towards the ceiling. Inhale back to center, and one more time, exhale, bending the elbows, grounding through the feet and inner thighs. We'll inhale back to center, and as you exhale, plant the hands down, shimmy the left ankle forward and straighten the left leg. We're going to come into a half split, so bending over the left knee, feeling the stretch in the left hamstring. This is a great stretch if you're a runner. And on your next inhale, we'll come back into Crescent Lunge, bending through the left knee. And as you exhale, pulling the hips back into a half split. And one more time, inhale into Crescent. And exhale, pull the hips back. As you inhale, coming back into Crescent, we'll place the right hand on the inside of the left foot as you bring the left arm to the sky, stacking the shoulders for a revolved Crescent Lunge. Exhale, plant the left hand down now. We'll tuck the back toes under. Spinning on the back heel, we'll walk the hands in front of you now for a wide-legged forward fold, toes slightly pointed inwards. You can bend the knees as much as you need to here. This is a pretty intense hamstring stretch. We'll only be here for just a breath. On your next inhale, we'll come into a half lift, straight spine. And as you exhale, we'll walk the hands now to face the back of the mat, making sure the right knee is stacked over the right ankle now. You can release the left knee. As you inhale, pulling the inner thigh bones towards each other, coming up, and as you exhale, bending the elbows into cactus arms. One more time. Inhale back to center, and exhale, we're folding over the right knee now, coming into half splits on the other side. You can bend the right knee as much as you need to here. We'll inhale, come back up. And as you exhale, pull the hips back, bending over the right knee once more. Inhale, coming up. And exhale, pull the hips back, fold forward. Inhale, come back into Crescent. We'll place the left hand inside of the right foot now. As you inhale the right arm towards the sky, breathing into the back body. And exhale, place the right hand down. Tuck the back toes under. We'll walk the hands to face the long edge of the mat now, stopping in one more forward fold. And inhale, half lift. Walk the hands to face the front of the mat now. And inhale, step the right foot to meet the left. We're going to inhale for a half lift. And as you exhale, sit the hips down. We're going to come into staff pose. So sit bones are rooted firmly into the earth. Legs are straight out in front of you. Long spine here. We'll inhale, arms will rise. And as you exhale, fold forward over the legs. Keeping a straight spine. We're aiming for chin to shin here. So keeping that length in the cervical spine. Slight bend in the knees. We don't want to lock out that joint. As you inhale, coming back to center, you can shake out the legs here. We'll inhale the right knee into the chest, bringing the right foot to the outside of the left knee. Inhale, arms to the sky. Left hand will come behind you for a kickstand as the left elbow comes to the outside of the right knee. Coming into a seated twist. Gaze can come over the right shoulder. We'll inhale back to center and swing the arms over to the other side for a counter stretch. Inhale back to center, release the right leg. Hug the left knee into the chest now. And we'll bring the left foot to the outside of the right knee as you inhale your arms towards the sky and right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Breathing into the twist here. This is great for digestion and overall detoxing the spine. Swinging the arms to the other side for a counter stretch. And we'll inhale back to center, release the left leg, shake out the knees. We'll come to the center of your mat now, hug the knees into the chest and slowly roll down onto your back. And just rock side to side here, giving yourself a little sacral massage, releasing any tension in the low back. And when you're ready, we'll release the left foot to the earth, hugging the right knee into the chest. Extend the right leg long. Hands can come to the belly or clasp behind the right leg. And you can roll your ankle out here, rotating in one direction and making sure to go the opposite direction as well. And we'll release the right foot down to the earth now. As you inhale, extend the left leg towards the sky. Hands can clasp behind the left knee. Rotating the left foot in one direction, the other. Embracing any pops or cracks. As you exhale, releasing the left foot to the earth now. Knees will come to the sides, so coming into a supine butterfly. Opening up the hips, hands can rest on the belly or to the side. And heels can be as close or as far away from the hips as you need them to be. And just relax here, taking one more deep breath. And then using the hands, we'll close the knees back to center. Hug them into the chest and slowly roll back and forth, massaging out the spine. We'll come into a seated position now. I'm preparing for just a few neck stretches before we end today's practice. Making sure the sit bones are rooted into the earth and the spine is tall. Inhale. And as you exhale, tuck the chin into the chest, feeling the stretch in the back of the neck. Breathe deep here. As you inhale, bringing the chin now up towards the sky, feeling the stretch in the front of the throat. Exhale back to center. And inhale, left ear to left shoulder. And if you'd like a deeper stretch here, you can place your left hand on your right ear. Releasing that. Inhale now to the other side, right ear to right shoulder. Option again to take the right hand to the left ear for a deeper stretch. And whenever you're ready, releasing that, you can slowly roll the neck out here, just going in one direction, stopping wherever you need to, finding what feels good here. The neck is very fragile, so just taking it slow. Once you feel like you've had enough, you can bring the head back to center. Keeping the eyes closed here. We'll inhale, arms will rise above the head. And as you exhale, hands will come to heart center, Anjali Mudra. Thinking of one thing that you're grateful for, thanking yourself for showing up in today's practice. The light in me sees, honors, and recognizes the light in each and every one of you. Thank you for coming. Namaste.